today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go. Here we go.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Mitchell Wilcox, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 53 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 54 yards. These two teams all tied after one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with his quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Allen now on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen flush to his right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Allen to throw it. And complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Throwing now is Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Pass on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And Burrow going to throw again. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Allen. His throw incomplete. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. Watch the screen.
From the 29, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 44, Allen being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. That one goes for 8 yards.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and 6. Singletary again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Allen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 11. A minute 44 to go. They need a touchdown with a two-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Here's Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, two-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing, Burrow. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, you don't have to wait till you get to the red zone to run the fade. It can be effective in any part of the field.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, Burrow. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
Second down and 5. Burrow steps away to his left. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll let Mixon try and run it in, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.